Hello and welcome to the Abundology podcast. My name is Renee Spears and I'm coming to you from a very rainy downtown Portland, Oregon. And this is the weekly energy update for the week of September 29th, 2019. Every Sunday, I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. So this week, Pluto stations, meaning it stops, and it goes direct, meaning it starts to move forward. Now, this is a really big event in the sky, and it's going to affect the energy for the entire week. Pluto has been retrograde since April, and it goes direct on Thursday. So we're going to feel the energy of this happening for the 5 days before it happens on Thursday, and then the 5 days after. So Pluto is the planet of power. It's about transformation, regeneration, and rebirth. And Pluto says, out with the old and in with the new, and we'd better be ready for it. Pluto asks us to transform and come out stronger. So it is about transformation and change and rebirth. It's a creator and a destroyer. So this is the perfect time to reinvent yourself. And no coincidences that I happen to have an article about reinventing yourself coming out this week too. And I totally didn't plan for it. It just happened to be coming out this same week, the week of reinventing yourself and rebirth. So Pluto is also the great revealer, which I'm super excited about since we have all of the stuff in our politics right now that could be really revealed this week and in the upcoming months as Pluto is moving direct. So transiting Pluto brings changes whether you're ready for them or not. And you emerge a completely new person on the other side. It's the planet of creative destruction. And transits like this are a big deal. This is more forward-moving action, forward-moving motion in our lives, and a time to pay attention to the structures in our life. And all of this is leading up to January of 2020. And astrologers talk about this a lot. This is the big topic of astrologers for probably the past couple years, is January 2020 when Saturn and Pluto conjunct. And when this happens, there are going to be some big shifts on our planet around world leadership, conflict, hopefully no world wars, but conflict is in there. Banking and money changes, power shifts with different governments. It's going to affect our whole entire world. And this is a really big deal. And Pluto moving forward is the start, the leading in to all of these changes happening. And I really don't want to scare you about this stuff. I just want to prepare you. And this is the week to start getting everything ready for this shift. Since we're expecting these big changes in January, the best way to prepare for the shift is to make the changes that are needed now, focusing on the structures in our life. So how do we use this energy of Pluto to our advantage? We do it by looking at where we aren't satisfied. So do you really, really love your job? Or is it just kind of okay? So if it's just okay, it's probably time to start looking for another one or make the changes that are needed in your work so that you're really satisfied with your job. Same thing with relationships. Are you satisfied with them, both personal and professional? And if not, now is the time to do the work needed to get them to where you want them to be or let them go if they aren't working for you. Pluto is going to blow them up if they aren't working. Anything that isn't working, Pluto is going to get rid of in your life. So you might as well be prepared and do the work ahead of time to fix the things that you want to keep. Same thing with your health. How is your health? One thing that comes up for me is eating less sugar. Could you eat less sugar? Could you eat more healthily? And now is the time, once again, to make the changes on your terms, not Pluto's terms, your terms. Otherwise, with Pluto, it's one of those things, if you don't make the changes and you're eating sugar, it's one of those things where you could really develop a health condition, which would then force you to eat less sugar. So make the changes ahead of time so you don't have to go through all the turmoil of that and making the changes on your terms. So take an honest look at the things in your life that aren't working. And if you're getting an it's okay, it's all right, I guess it's okay, then I suggest that you really look at it and make the changes to get it to great now. You don't want to settle for it's okay in your life, and Pluto is not going to allow you to settle for an it's okay in your life. So you make the changes on your terms, and if you don't, Pluto is going to do the work for you, and nobody wants unexpected changes, unexpected surprises, and stuff to be blowing up. So I imagine right now you're thinking, oh shit, God dang, this sounds serious, but there's nothing to be afraid of. This is an opportunity to look at your life, to take stock of what is working and what isn't working, and change the things that really need changing. We come out happier and better and stronger on the other side. We come out reborn with better lives. And so that's the goal with this, not to scare you, but to prepare you. And if you're having second thoughts about anything right now, it's the time to do something about it. Yeah, you can wait for Pluto to do it for you, and it's doing its job, but if you do it now, it's much softer and easier. So this is a time to take stock and take action this week. Make the changes. Take the action, start making the changes. And what we also want to do this week is start appreciating things how they are right now. With all of these big changes that are coming up, let's be honest, we really don't know what's going to change. And there's going to be some things that we will never really get to experience again. So this is the time to appreciate them now, because this really might be the last time that you get to enjoy some of these things and appreciate them. My mom is visiting this week from Tucson, and my son is getting ready to move out of the country. So this may be the last time for a long time that my mom and my kids and I are able to spend some time together. So my mom makes the best enchiladas in the whole world. So we spent a day last week just hanging out, making enchiladas, and appreciating that this may be the last time that we get to do this for a very long time. If ever, we just don't know. We don't know when will be the next time that they both are in town at the same time. So be aware that you're experiencing things that you don't get, so that you may not again get this moment. Next year, your kids may not be interested in taking a hike with you or hanging out with you. Your job may change, and you might not be able to hang out with the coworkers that you like. Appreciate every second, because of all the changes happening and coming, once again, we might not get these moments again. And it's a much better feeling to look back and know that you were present and you enjoyed something to its fullest and you weren't on your phone and missed the moment. There's some moments, I'm telling you now, that we're not going to get again. So appreciate them while you can. All right, to recap the week, starting on Sunday, we're going to start feeling the energy of Pluto stationing and moving direct. And it actually moves direct on Thursday. So for the next 10 days, the 5 days before Thursday, which is starting today, and then the 5 days after Thursday, next 10 days are going to feel it intensely. And then from there on out, the next few months as we move toward January of 2020. Also take honest stock of the structures in your life, your work, your living situation, your relationships, and make changes when things are just okay, or even worse than just okay. And I'm definitely making some changes to my job. I'm adding some mentoring packages. I'm starting on my 100 podcast project, and I'll talk to you more about that later. I'm just upping my game. I had a great start, but it's time to make changes to the things that are just okay and make them great. And then finally, appreciate everything. We don't get these moments again, so enjoy them to the fullest. The best and easiest way to get through change is to appreciate the moments. Appreciate your friends, your family, your home, your job, a cup of coffee, a rainy day, a good book. By doing this, you're going to make the changes much, much easier on yourself. Oh my God, what a week. We are definitely going to come out the other side happier and more fulfilled, even if it does sound a little bit scary. But hang in there, do the work. It'll make it much easier on yourself, and you'll actually enjoy it as you are appreciating things. So that's it. As always, thank you for listening. Have a wonderful, life-changing week, and appreciate the crap out of everything. Okay, I'll see you guys next week.